when someone's dog misbehaves, that person usually has one of two responses. They either try to redirect their dog or they try to correct their dog. So what I mean by redirecting is, let's just for sake of argument say that your dog jumps on people, okay? Now, so if you decide you want to stop that, you could tell your dog to sit, okay? And if your dog's well enough trained, then when your dog greets somebody, you say sit and your dog sits. Now, because your dog is sitting, your dog isn't jumping on somebody. So that's redirecting. It's not that you ever told them that jumping was wrong or that your dog decided not to jump. It's just that they're sitting because you told them to. You redirected them to a different behavior, in this case from jumping to sitting. Now, over time, your dog may learn that if they sit, then they get petted, or maybe they just get in the habit of sitting. So over time, they may start to learn to sit when they meet people and not jump on people. But even if they do, they were still never really told that jumping was wrong. It's just you kept telling them sit. Now, what I mean by correcting is, again, if your dog jumps on somebody, instead of redirecting them and telling them to sit, this time you go, and as soon as your dog's about to jump on somebody, you stop your dog and you say no, and maybe you give them a leash correction or a knee collar correction or something like that. And you tell the dog that's wrong, don't jump on the people. And then at that point, either you can just let the dog stand there or do whatever the dog does, or you can then tell them to do something like sit. But it's important to correct them first because otherwise they never learn that the jumping is wrong. So basically, if your dog is misbehaving, make sure that you correct the behavior, and then at that point you can either tell your dog what to do and give your dog direction at that point, although at that point you're just giving your dog direction and you're not redirecting them because you told them to stop the jumping first, you corrected that and they stopped, and then you just told them what to do. Or you can just tell them what to do, and then if they're calm enough, you can just let them mill about on their own and without having to tell them sit. So for instance, maybe you told them no, don't jump, but then now that they know not to jump, they can just walk up and greet the person standing rather than having to sit each time. So I just want to explain the difference because a lot of people, when their dog misbehaves, unfortunately they try to redirect, and it's good that they're trying to deal with the behavior, but the bad part is that the dog never learns what they were doing wrong, so it's fairly unlikely that they're going to stop doing it. So again, if your dog is doing something that you don't want, make sure you correct them and let them know that the behavior is wrong, and then feel free to give them other directions if you like. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Hendricks with Follow the Leader Dog Training.